show the AI Auto Trader and what we're up to today. So today's May 16th. It's just a little after 9:30. We're in the saddle here. We're rocking and rolling. We've got the Auto Trader here in overdrive. And we've got the NQ here moving up in overdrive. And we've got the
order submitted
moving up in overdrive. All right, we got that covered. All right, good. All right, Rue, welcome back. How's it going this morning? You making some money?
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let me do this one real quick and get this one out of the way. So all these signals and trading opportunities that I'll show today are really for educational and demonstrational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. Futures trading has a significant amount of risk. So if you have any questions, please reach out to a financial advisor before making any trades. All right, great. Wow, Rue. Look at that, 22.50. Way to go on gold. I see it's moving nicely again today. A little bit of a slide down. We've got this GC Signal A AI bot that looks like it's about 350 here, trading one contract. How many contracts were you trading, Rue? This one had a couple of good ones here. I see. Got a target here.
Order
made money on this trade.
Order canceled.
Okay, the NQ's having a little bit of a pullback here. Coming into the 18,670 zone. We hit our all-time high, I believe, yesterday. Okay, 5 contracts. That's a good number. I think that's that 5 and 10. Those seem to be the numbers that I'm gravitating to now. After you kind of taught me about that. Had a heck of a day yesterday. Woo! Pulled a couple of rabbits out of the hat yesterday. So Apex is running that 90% off sale. What a great deal, first of all. So you can get the $50,000 accounts for 17 bucks, or the $250,000 accounts for 17 bucks. So yesterday I tried to flip over some of those 250. I got one.
Order submitted.
But what I found out is it's not really that good of risk to reward. What I mean by that is you need $15,000 in profit.
Order submitted.
And the trailing drawdown is 7,500. So that's not a good risk to reward ratio setup, because the $50,000 accounts are set up to where $3,000 profit or $2,500 drawdown. So it's almost a 1-to-1. Whereas the $250,000, it's about a 1-to-2 risk to reward. So definitely not a good setup. I'm going to steer clear of the $250,000 ones now. Just with that that sort of setup of the risk to reward, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, got lucky on one yesterday on a $250,000 one. Got quite a few of the 50,000 yesterday, but and I've got one in payday here, so we got a good selection. Then I've got I think I have 12 that I wanted to do here with you guys and kind of show you my little strategy to move them over with our one-day pass. So we've got an account that we've set up that's a $50,000 account, one-day pass strategy. So I'll go ahead and deploy that one, and we'll see if we can pull a rabbit out of the hat here like I did the last few days and make a little cash with it. So let's get this little guy set up here. We'll go with the lowest number. We'll do 988. We'll do we'll do 3. Do 3 accounts, so we'll get this one set up with the one-day pass, the NQ one-day pass. New strategy. Get this guy rolling here. So we're going to go grab the
order submitted.
I'm going to load the one-day pass strategy.
Order submitted.
So I can show the data setup too for this one. It's
Order filled.
the data analysis we can go over. This one's running about a 55% win rate out of the last. I think it's traded about 45 or so trades. It's won, I think, 22 of them and lost 19 or something like that. We can go look at the data. What was that? Okay, better not do it that way. I've got the new software here today, so it could be a little bit of a tricky day here. We've got a new signal that we've developed, and we're calling it Signal C. So we had a Signal A, Signal B. We're calling this new one Signal C, and I'm kind of running the first day of the beta version today. So it could be a little bit of a tricky day with software. But we'll go grab this one here. The one that I want to use is here. Yeah, so if things keep going well, and you know, looks like we'll keep looking at it closer, but we'll get this one going. So this one, we want to make sure that we got room here to pass the account. So you need $3,100. You really need $3,000, but you lose money in commissions and slippage. So we'll set it up for $3,100, and the loss that you can take is $2,500. So we're going to keep everything the same. So there's Signal C, that's the new one. And we're going to take Rue's advice here, we're going to up the contracts. We're going to do 10. And we want to keep everything else the same there. And here we want to change this one to our Apex account. And we're off to the races. The next signal that this one gets, we'll go ahead and jump in and try to flip over 3 accounts. 1 day pass, baby. Let's go. Been running about a 55% win rate on this one. Show you the data here. So when we talk about these strategies and win rates, you can export all the data from your trades out to Excel, and then once you're in Excel, you can really do a lot of things here. I always add filters and you know, come down here and see how much, you know, money it accumulated for all the different trades. But each one of these is a trade. This trade number, you know, 1 through whatever, 37 total. So right here is really where it matters. This is the profit column. So this is really the win or loss. This one won $305, $205. This one lost $264. But anyway, in here, all that adds up to $884. But what the best thing is when I go back to Ninja now and take a look at it through the Ninja platform, through Trade Performance, we can look at the data and kind of see what our opportunity of success looks like here on this particular strategy. You know, every strategy you can do this, but this is the one that you know, rose to the top when I was looking at the data. So it's running a 54% win rate. The thing to focus on here is a 54%. I did have one contract that got away on me, so this one's actually down, but it had one trade that lost $2,500. I forgot to flatten it when we loaded software, so that one trade didn't have a stop on it for a little bit. But it's really running about a 55% win rate. So it's 120, lost 17, and it really lost 16 because that one that got away, I guess you could call it. But so that's the 1 day pass. We just deployed that one here on these 3 prop accounts here. These are all $50,000 accounts. Like I mentioned, when I did the math yesterday, on the $250,000 account. I knew, there's always something like, hey, when things are too good to be true, they probably are. It sounds like the $250,000 account would be like by far a better one to play, but it's not the best risk to reward setup. So I'm going to steer clear of them
Order
from
filled.
now on. Hey Scott, good morning. Just kind of reading your question there. If you don't pass in one day, do you have to start over? No. You can take. I think it's up to 10 days. You can take up to 10 days to either pass or fail it. I guess. I believe is there. I think you can actually take along. I don't think you have to pass it in a certain amount of time because you can pay your monthly dues. So we just call it a 1 day pass because you can. They allow it. They used to make you wait 10 days. So that's, I guess, why we're all really excited about it. Because we would pass these evals and then, literally have to trade, just like you do for the PAs, you still have to trade them for 10 days. So I passed this PA yesterday. I got $3,000 in it, but I still got to trade it today. You don't have to. Have to trade it for 10 days to get paid. So it doesn't have to be today. I can skip it today, but that won't count, as a trading day. So we'll have to, keep trading them. And then you have to kind of worry about these like 30% rule per trade. So yesterday I had a trade on this one account, this BA account, that I made like $1,500. So that can't be more than 30% of my full profit. That's the way that 30% rule works. So I gotta, I need to make another trade that gets around 1,000, something like that, so that it still qualifies, passes all the rules. I got a lot of rules there to keep us away from those paychecks. But as long as you know the rules and kind of, keep track of what you're doing, you can follow the right rules and get the paychecks. Let's see what's happening here today on the leaderboard. So we've got a couple of the R&D strategies are leading the way on the leaderboard here today. Some that we have as client strategies. Looks like the CL Signal B is the lead so far for me today. Now I was off and on this morning a little bit, trying to get the Apex accounts all brought in properly. I should show this kind of when you buy an account and how to get it activated into Ninja here. You have to disable your communication and then re-enable it. So there's a few tricks, obviously, to do anything with a computer. There's always a couple of little little things that you'll need to learn to make it work right for you.
Order submitted.
Okay, so we're going to wait for a green cross or a yellow or a red cross here on this NQ 30 range. And we've got 3 Apex accounts, $50,000 accounts in the chamber here that will take off if we get the entry signal. Boy, yesterday was fun. Made a little over 40 grand yesterday, my all-time record. Had a great day yesterday. Now I lost I think 6 $250,000 accounts trying to get one to pass. So that was a little bit of a tough day, but you got to get $15,000, and that's a lot of money. And you can trade 27 contracts too. So I was trying different things to get one to pass.
Order submitted.
I tried 27. I realized, man, if the trade on the NQ backs up like 10 ticks, you're out. You're out. you know, you lost all your drawdown. So those are things that, you know, a little bit of trial and error that I learned yesterday. Be good advice, you know, save you guys some money if you, you know, kind of let me be the experimenter. I'll do the experimentation, and you guys just take the froth off the top of what I learned, because I've spent a lot of money learning. But that's what we're
Order
doing. We're
submitted.
a community of traders, and we're trying to, you know, help each other. So the reason that I'm doing really good right now is because Rue here in the community was showing me how much money he's making every single day. I look at this chat, and he's like 2,200. 300, 500, 7,000. It's like, wow, Rue, what are you doing? And he's really helped us. So Rue, thank you very much. And Rue, give Rory a call. We want you to have our software too. So we want to work out a deal with you. You're a great participant here, and really appreciate your involvement. So we've got quite a few strategies moving up the leaderboard here. This is one of my favorites. This one here. This one I don't even have a profit target out there. It's just a trailer. So it starts the trade at 10 ticks of loss, and once the price moves away 40 ticks, it starts to trail. So this is a new one that it just kind of put into play about a week ago, and it's got my attention. We changed our trailer just for this idea, and it seems to be working out really well. So this one I'm paying really close attention to, because it only risks 10 ticks on every trade, and if you can get the trades to run away, oh boy, this one's, you know, just makes money. Always sits there, you know, 40 ticks away. In case price comes back, it takes it out.
Order filled.
Boy, that was a great run up yesterday. It was hard to lose yesterday. All you had to do is, you know, go long. Go long.
Order
Long,
submitted.
baby. We were going long all day yesterday. Oh, cool. Hey, Stefan. Good morning. Let's go ahead and make a manual trade, a discretionary trade here. I'll just kind of show you the way that we can do it on
Order filled.
any of these. The tool is all available for you right here already. This
Order
is
submitted.
this is sort of the trade management, the discretionary trade management tools, and all this is active. All these buttons are totally active right now. So let's go ahead and get a real account going here, and we'll do one a trade, a discretionary trade here. Let's go grab. So I need to make a trade on this one today. Let's see, which one do I do? Dun, 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 dun. We'll do the big one. Go for the good one. 102. So we'll just so you grab your account. This kind of, I guess, the first thing, Stephen. You know, get your account that you want to trade discretionarily in your account tab window. So again, you were on the GC, so that's over here. So you do your pull down. Typically, you know, these are Apex accounts, but typically on my other computer, I got my live account going, my NinjaTrader brokerage account going, and it would be up here with my NinjaTrader brokerage number. So you would pick that account, but again, I'm trading these Apex accounts, so these are the, you know, the live accounts. So I'm gonna go get this one PA here, and we'll make a trade. 102 is my big one. Okay. So you know, I want to fix these crosses. I like them a little tighter to my chart. They're a little bit far away, so I'm just gonna move them a little bit closer. So what that did, it just brought these crosses just a little closer into my candle. I just want to see them because what I like to do is if I'm going to make a discretionary trade, I try to wait for the right setup. So I wait for my cross to jump on the chart here. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to use this little pull down here, this ATM strategy. If you click that little pull down, that'll give you the opportunity to go into here. And if you kind of scroll up and down, sometimes it comes in sort of midway and you don't realize you can scroll it up. But up here you've got this one called custom. This is a good opportunity to jump into here and kind of build your, we call them an ATM, your trade management strategy. But so, it starts out with just sort of one contract and on ticks. So this is sort of the custom setup from scratch. I've got, quite a few of them built here. So like I said yesterday, I was trying some different things to see how to manage this $250,000 account. But let's do this 50,000. I'll do one contract. I'll just open this one and show you. So this is kind of the standard one contract with a little bit of a stop strategy built into it. So I like to change it to currency because that's what I'm most interested in. Ticks is what the market trades on, but we want to convert it to. I do want to convert it to currency because then it's easy for me to really put solid numbers in here and I don't have to think. So I don't mind risking $200 and to make 400. So a 2-to-1 risk to reward. And then the stop strategy that I have is take a profit trigger at 40 ticks and move it to 20. So once price gets to 40 ticks away, bring my stop to 20 ticks of profit. So that's just kind of one that I have, but there's obviously all of these really clever opportunities that you could do. So now this is, once you build it, you want to do like a save as, and you can then now start to build yourself some of those strategies back there behind the scenes. So now that you have your ATM all set up, we can take a trade. So here we want to do a sell. I want to do a sell ask. See how the cross showed up on my chart? I'm not filled yet, so a sell ask is
order filled.
Saying if
filled.
Price gets up to where
order
there,
filled.
so it pulled back into my my offer, and it sold them. So now I'm the owner of one GC contract. And again, I had that ATM set up for a $200 loss or a $400 victory. And I think if we remember at 40 ticks, the stop would pop down. So that's their working. That's how
order submitted.
That's how we make a discretionary trade. Now there are a lot of clever ways to sort of manage this trade. If you wanted to exit this trade right here, you could take your mouse and you can use the wheel. This is like the most interesting feature. You can use the wheel if this is over the close, and you can push the wheel and it will close the trade for you without disabling the strategy. Or you could just manually close it, or it can hit either of these targets. So all of it's, all this is still live where you can move it up and down. So you have total control still, but that gets you in the game discretionarily. That was perfect timing to have that cross pop on the chart.
Order filled.
Not sure if we'll win the trade, but that was good timing. Looks like gold's kind of having a little bit of a move down, but it's seeing some life here. That was a good push back up there. So probably not the best trade with this showing a lot of resistance down here, but that's okay. So that's how you make a a discretionary trade, and we can see it down here doing its thing. Okay, the NQ is kind of slowing down here. We got the big burst here, 10 o'clock. There was some news today I think I saw. Was it something? Let me go check the news. There's some news action going on today too. Oops, sorry about that. Let's see. Come on, baby. All right, Forex Factory. Okay, so today, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, 8:30 unemployment claims. Not much movement on the NQ, I know that. Kind of hung tight there. Didn't move the market much. That's the red one for today. So looks like we got another member of the FOMC speaking at 10. So right now, doesn't look like it's showing it as a potentially big mover. So we'll see.
Stop filled.
Yeah, again, when we trade, we'll make a little assessment, of the 50. A lot of times may not take a trade if we got a 50 that's, red, green, yellow like that right there, but that's kind of the
Order submitted.
setup that we look for. Let's see the bot. That one was doing good this morning. Yeah, it jumped in this trade now long. This one looks promising right here with that volume zone down there. Mm-hmm. Juicy trade right there. Okay, on the NQ, if we could get a little bit of a pullback, we then will take off going north. But other than that, we're going to be in a waiting pattern here for our trade. Anybody else trading this morning? Toby, are you out there? Missing Toby, the Oracle. Lucky Toby. Lucky Toby's picked the winner. I think it was 5 times in a row for the AI Auto Challenge. Oh yeah, speaking of CL rule, we wanna take a look at that. I was thinking about what to do with my $250,000 account because it's like a huge one. And I talked to the team this morning, and I'm gonna put it on the CL.
Order submitted.
So I'm just gonna set this thing on the CL.
Order filled.
I'm thinking about probably 2 contracts and just let it do its thing over the next 10 or so days and kind of see how it goes. So let's get that one set up. Black gold.
Order
That one's been
submitted.
super duper hot. Let's see it. Black gold. There it is. About break even for today. Oops.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Okay, it's in a trade right now. We'll open it up and check it out. Really exciting strategy. This thing right here. black gold CL10 range. Money maker. It's just so slow for me. That's why I was thinking about just setting it up on that one so I can just look at it like once a day or something. But yeah, it's been super profitable over the last couple of weeks. So
Order filled.
I do want to get it going, so I want to take advantage of that. I'm gonna close the position on that particular one,
Order
which I
filled.
rarely do that. But I want to do that so that I can get in on this one.
Order filled. Order filled.
So you can close a position here if you want to just, manually
Order
close
filled.
one by doing it the way I did it. Just kind of click on it and then right click and close it.
Order filled.
It then takes the strategy and it disables it.
Order filled.
Wow, 950. Way to go, Roo. And he makes some big time cash.
Order submitted.
So I'm going to edit that strategy template. I'm going to save it because we did a lot of changes. So we've got new changes coming for you. We've got this new signal. It's now in here. So it's signal C, and we can mess with that a little bit today. I've got one strategy running it, and we've been running it for about 2 weeks. Data's looking really good, so I'm really excited about that one too. So we're gonna do this. Do a black gold. Get this one going.
Order filled.
New strategy.
Order filled.
Load this one. I have to talk to Sergio. I'm having a little bit of a
Order filled. Order filled.
little bit of an issue
filled.
with that one, so I'll have to get him to look at it before I can do that one. Okay.
Order filled.
Edit strategy.
Order filled.
Put her down here on this one. Not there.
Order submitted.
So I want to use this one on my my PA account, the big one, number 102, I believe. Yeah.
Order filled.
And let's trade a few contracts here at least. Let's go 2. Okay, that one's locked and loaded. If black gold takes a trade, we'll get in with that account. Looks like for the client strategies, look like
Order
the
submitted.
black or the gold, regular gold, gold nugget. Gold nugget's the lead dog this morning on my machine here. This one, yeah, this strategy right here, the AI bot.
Order
Looks
filled.
like it's the lead dog so far this morning. Followed by the CL Signal B drone. And there's a strategy that we're going to trade on our Apex accounts. All right, it's keeping us out of all these trades here.
Order submitted.
That was a nice pullback though on the NQ. Almost a 30-point pullback. Let's see if we can show a trade in the NQ here. We've got this one here.
Order submitted.
Okay, we just took a trade on the on the big one. So the CL just got in. So here we go. This is the $250,000 account. Trading 2 contracts. Let her roll. Over here in the NQ, if we can continue to push up and then do a nice pullback, we'll be in a trade here. It's cool once you've been running the system for a while, you know right when you're going to get in a trade. You can see them coming.
Order submitted.
Let's go look at the hot one. This one's very similar to the Haymaker. I'm surprised I don't see the Haymaker here at the top. Okay. So the difference, you know, kind of between the one that we're trading, our 1 day pass, and this strategy, they're both signal A entries, but the one that we're using has a filter that says that the 50 has to be in agreement with you. So we won't take a trade into the, you know, I'll say against the 50. If the 50's, you know, red because it's going short, we'll only take a short trade. So it keeps us out of a lot of trades, but our win percentage is a lot better when we do it that way.
Order submitted.
Did I hear that oil hit an all-time high, or did I mishear that? Did anybody hear that? And the other question I wanted to ask you guys too is, what is the all-time high on the NQ futures? The number that I remembered was like 18, right around where we are. Did we meet an all-time high yesterday? Does anybody know? I think I saw it on TV that the S&P and the NQ hit an all-time high yesterday, but I thought we hit higher before, so I'm not sure. Has anybody passed any of those Apex accounts, those cheap ones, $16, $17 ones yet? Man, what a great deal. This one's off to the races here. All right, Rue, you passed some. Got 3. Good job. That's exciting. Okay, $75,000 ones. I haven't tried that one. And I know it's hard to type it all in there, but why did you pick that one, Rue? Tell me if there was some reason that you picked that one, that maybe I could learn something from you. Because the 50,000 you can trade 10 contracts. I don't know if the 75 you get to do more, or if there was a reason that you picked that one.
Order submitted.
Looks like this was a pretty good trade entry right here on this one, on the NQ.
Order failed.
So this one has the stop set at 46 ticks, the target set at 180 ticks. So the loss on this particular trade is a $230 loss, and the victory is $900. So it's about a 4.5 to 1.
Order submitted.
No, a little less than that. 3. About a 3 to 1. Getting a little movement in the CL here.
Order filled.
Okay, that's why you picked it. So the $75,000 one, can you tell me how much the drawdown is on that one? The drawdown on the 50 is 2,500. It's obviously bigger. Yeah, Stephen, I can go over the plus sign. That's a
Order filled.
really, really important indicator, and something that really separates us from anybody else is this indicator. The best way that I can kind of explain it in just sort of a high-level view first is this cross emulates a strategy. So they're almost a one-for-one. So if you can match the cross settings to the strategy settings, they'll be in sync. So just kind of something interesting too is this whole system doesn't need a single chart to trade. It doesn't need any visual representation whatsoever to trade. And to do the same exact thing that it's doing down here, doing all this stuff, it doesn't even need a chart. That kind of blew my mind when Sergio told me that. I still, get goosebumps when I think about it. But the chart is only there for us to just look at and discretionary trade or, kind of see what's happening. But these strategies down here don't use the chart at all. And so what we're doing is we're trying to mirror the cross settings with the strategy settings so we can see, where this strategy would be taking its entries at. And so now we sort of go from the high level down more into the nitty-gritty details here. There's a lot of ways to get into indicators into this cross. Probably the best way is kind of go with your crosshairs somewhere on the chart. Kind of trying to find somewhere that doesn't have, any bars or any of the indicators, and then your right mouse click, not left, unfortunately, the right one. And then as this pop out, you click on the indicators. And so now down here in the bottom left is all of our configured indicators, and the one that is the cross is this one here, the RLMI PA signal. This is the cross indicator, and like I mentioned, if you could set all these settings up exactly the same as if you right mouse click in the strategy and you go to edit strategy, you'll see really the exact same menu, and what you do is you just match them up. So I usually take like a screenshot of the strategy settings, and then I go back to the cross, the plus sign, and then I make sure that all these match. Now I know them pretty good by now, so I know all these numbers and what they, what this means, and that it matches the strategy. So right here, this is a signal A, this particular black gold. It's a signal A entry, and I will need to go in and look into the signal in the strategy settings in this black gold to just see what we use as a filter here, because I don't know this one by heart. But I would then get my my filters set properly. So for example, on the NQ, I know we're using the 50, and we're using it red-green. Now in the CL, I don't think we are. So I think it's probably this. I think this is the setup. We might be using some pivots and volume zones, so we can go check that. But anyway, then you hit apply, and now your cross will show up on your charts wherever all that information is true. So in this case, this one matches this Laguerre where it comes out of this green, as you probably heard 1,000 times now. So anyway, that's how you get your cross set up. So let's go in and look, because I'm curious. Again, I don't trade the CL very often. In fact, this I think might be the first time.
Order filled.
The data was just too good not to, so I just gotta get in on it. But let's go ahead and take a look when it's done with this trade, what the filters are in there, and we'll get the cross set up properly to match this entry. If it's not already, it might be already. Did that help, Stephen? And the cross is, again, just there for us, the user, to recognize that the system is going to take an auto trade. But again, I use it too to discretionary trade. I mean, it's a pretty good, entry.
Order filled.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, you only get $250 more of drawdowns. That's not much, Rue. But apparently you said it saved you a couple times, so. Guess that was enough. Tell me how many contracts you're trading on that, the $75,000 one, Rue. Yeah, Stephen, this is like literally you can set up your own, setup here and really get it to, go where you want. For example, the best thing that I've learned so far is changing these ranges. You can really, change the way the crosses come in, either earlier or later in the trend, which has really been beneficial, on a slow-moving instrument like maybe the CL, to get in earlier. If you maybe remember, we started out with 15 range, and we just weren't getting in early enough. So we went down to the 10 range, and now we're jumping in quite a bit earlier, and sometimes made a little too early. So that's always a balance. So let's look at something, Stephen, as you're interested in building your own. Let's just kind of look here. I see a trade that's going to lose, right? This is a nice one. This green one right here, that's a beauty. Man, that's a beauty. Holy moly, that's a beauty cross. But see, we've got this red one in here too. Like, for example, if we were not in a trade and this red one hit, we would take that short. I want to show you how you can lose that short. So we're going to go to a 15 range. And we'll see if that one sticks around. So we lost it. See, we don't see that trigger now right in that little spot. So by changing the range, you can really change the way you set your entries, earlier or later in the trend. So that's been really, really beneficial. Okay,
Order filled.
how do we do the sound? Let's look at that. Let's see where we might get a cross at sometime soon. We just lost that little trade right there on the CL. Sometimes luck, if you talk, and I know that's like mojo, I'm a big believer in it, and doing marketing is so hard for me because I know the minute I open my mouth, like, if I say something positive, something negative has to happen. The balance of the world has to come back to you. But the CL, the black gold has been super hot. We know that, but we're not having a little bit of luck here today, but we'll get it. So yeah, the sound, I can just double click. So you can, another way to get into the indicators that I always use, I just find a cross and just left double click on them. And then it pops me right in here into the right indicator also. But here is enable the sound alert. So if you click that little check box, you can also, go down in here, and I think there's a way that you can listen to these sounds before you just pick it. I think the one that I tend to like is either auto chase or auto trail. One kind of does a chirp, 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 and then one does the cash register sound. Now, they both can be annoying because they continue as long as the cross is active. They'll kind of keep trying to make their noise. Charles just the other day gave me a volume indicator that's a free tool from the NinjaTrader ecosystem, and I haven't been really fluid with it yet, but I believe I have it right here under Tools TG Volume. So now I can make the internal Ninja sounds
Order submitted.
lower volume. So you may consider getting with Charles, or if you know how to do it already, to get this. If you want to change your volume, but you at your own house you probably don't really need it. I never needed it until I did YouTube Live, and he said it was a little annoying, so then I added it. But your volume of your computer should work the same as that. So, all right, this long entry on the NQ seems to be holding tight. This one's popped up to the profit zone. Let's see what black gold did here. Okay, it's down $60 for the day. Okay, the GC still hanging in there, 480. NQ 2 minute, that's a good one too. Another bot rising to the top. Those bots, the more data we get, the better they seem like they're getting. Starting to see them rise to the top more and more now. So it jumped into this trade. David Weiser, professional options trader. Man, he's on a roll, guys. If you're interested in options, you definitely might consider looking at his service. We send out text message alerts of potential good options trades. They're usually day trades sometimes. So if you're not able to
Order submitted.
manage them throughout the day, it probably wouldn't be a good pick for you because they sometimes close in
Order
20,
filled.
30 minutes sometimes.
Order filled.
Okay, great. Let's go. Come on. Hey, Mark, good morning. Mark, what I do, I've been trading the system for a while now, so I've got a lot of insight. But, the best thing, if you just delivered this to me and I had the system and it was like my first day and I was trying to figure out, hey, what do I trade on my Apex account? well, we've created these strategies now. We call them one-day passes. So I've got an NQ one-day pass strategy it's gonna trade 10 contracts, and again, the $50,000 account is trying to get $3,000 of profit or $2,500 loss. So I've got a strategy here, and I have them set up right now to take the trade when the setup is right. And that's the thing that our auto trader, if you're a discretionary trader, it might kind of maybe drive you crazy a little bit, because it doesn't take a lot of trades. We filter out a lot of trades. Like, it only takes, perfect trade setups, or whatever you want to call them. So the one that we have in play, it's only going to take the trade in alignment with the 50. And so we're a little more cautious. But anyway, we've got some strategies that are built around the $50,000 account. And that's the one I have in play right now. And I've been using it for some time, and I've flipped over, I don't even know, in the $50,000 accounts, probably over 30 of them with the strategy. It's running about a 55% win rate. So it's usually, almost every other trade it will pass one of those $50,000 accounts. Now, that's on history. Can't predict the future. But, on the performance, when I look at the data analysis, that's what it's coming back with. And the other way, we send out, if you would buy our system, we send you 30 strategies. And this is all live right now, and I've got it filtering always the best performing one to the top right here. So, I'll say Mr. Obvious would come right here and say, oh my gosh, look at this one's killing it. Let me put this one on my live account. Hurry, before it stops. So that's what I would do, Mark, obviously, is just grab the one that's at the top and start trading it. Oh, thanks, Rory Powers. Rory's got a great webinar later this afternoon. He can go through a lot of this stuff with you. And it's at about 3:45, so he just dropped the link in there in the chat. If you're interested, go check that out. Hey, Leonard, good morning. Great. Thanks for joining us this morning. Let me kind of just give you a little bit of, live webinar, 3:45. Man, he's got a lot of people. He's got over 500 people signed up for it. Woo, let's go. Everybody excited to make some money here. No, got a great presentation too. Man, this system, it's unbelievable, really. I was a trader for a long time, discretionary trader. I was actually an electrical engineer, worked in manufacturing for 25 years, and I was always trading though on my phone, and I always traded the they call them penny stocks, but $5, $10, whatever they are, but they go up 300% in a day sometimes. And but then I bought this business, and I didn't know anything about futures, so I've been trading the futures for about 1.5 years now, and been a great journey. And I having a system like this that takes all the pressure off you from trading is so good. So good. I don't worry about anything now. Just enjoy it and look at it and critique it or whatever. But it takes a lot of the pressure away from looking at the chart and trying to figure out what to do next, and the emotional toll too. Hey, LaDonna, I heard you just joined us yesterday. Congratulations. Thanks for joining us. How can I get my SIM account active? My SIM account active. Maybe you could get a hold of Charles. I thought that he had you rolling, but not sure these are all sim accounts here. And let me just kind of go through a couple
Order
of the
filled.
basics in case, you know, the platform may be kind of new there. So just for everybody who's watching, this is the NinjaTrader 8 platform. This section down here we call the control center, and it has, you know, several different tabs on it. The couple that I typically use is accounts. So these are all accounts, like sim accounts, all my prop accounts, all these show up in here. These are all the accounts that we have running. This is the total P&L for the day, for today, so far. All the trades that each of these strategies are making. And these are strategies. So these are called individual bots, algo bot, robot. I've heard a lot of different names. We call them typically a strategy. And the strategy uses an account to store the data to. So this is the strategy. This is the account where this data from this robot gets stored at. And there's a couple of things that I want to show you, LaDonna, in case you're not familiar with it.
Order filled.
Again, we have about 30, so instead of enabling each one at a time, you can left click on any of these strategies or anywhere in this control center, and then use your keyboard, hit the control and the A key. The control and the A key together, and that selects every single one of them that you have. And now you can right mouse click and enable all of them at once. Yeah, you're probably having I would assume, a connection communication issue. So some things that I key in on there is if you don't have the green circle down here, that's an indicator that you're not connected properly to. In this case, I'm connected to Rhythmic, NinjaTrader brokerage, and you can see connected here. That would be, you know, one sign, and then up here, connections. Again, on my other machine, I trade my live brokerage account, so I use this data stream here called my NinjaTrader Continuum. That's so, LaDonna, if you have a NinjaTrader brokerage account, you would be using this connection. If you're trading Rhythmic or Apex, you probably would have this one. I have a TD Ameritrade too account. So that's those are a couple of key things. Again, if you want to just give Rory a call, he'd probably take your call and get you squared away too. Awesome. So yeah, you're in the options room too. You probably know about those winning trades. Boy, yesterday was awesome. Man, whew, what a fun day to trade yesterday. Man, the NQ just kept going up and up and up. So distracting. I was trying to have a meeting and it just kept going up, and I was like, ah. Yeah. Coppernail, is that Ben too, or I can't remember. Let's go over it. Yeah, S46 T180 break even at 80. So what that is I try to give the strategies names that I could then build the chart around. So if we go to accounts and we look at the one that's, you know, leading the way here, this one, it's an NQ 30 range signal A entry. So now I can then go to my settings and look at it and then rebuild it. But this S means the stops are set at 46 ticks, which trade one contract is a $230 risk, because they're $5 a tick. So that's a $230 risk. The target up here is set at 180 ticks, so it's a $900 target up here. And BE is break even. So as long as price got up here to at least 80 ticks, our stop moved from a $230 risk to a positive $55 position. So it popped it up once price rose, and now we're playing with the house's money. We're just playing with the house's money now. It's a winning trade, no matter what. We've got the opportunity in front of us at a $900 or $55. And you can make these things super smart. You know, all this I programmed. It's all super easy to program inside this right here. Let's do one. We'll edit. We'll go down here and grab one that's not trading. Edit it. Just kind of give you the little bit of the background. But all this stuff, we leave it all wide open for you to create your own and develop your own if you are interested. But the area that I was kind of specifically talking about was right in here. So this is, we call this the trade management area, where we've got one contract. Here is the stop. So if we tried to rebuild that one that I was just showing you that's, making a lot of money here, is its stop was set at 46 ticks. The profit target was at 180. And we're not trailing on that one, we're breaking even. So we're break even at, the first target is at 80 ticks. And we're going to a plus 11, or plus 11. And I go to 11 because I want $50. So we lose $4 for commission. So you end up with $50.82 on this trade. You don't get the full 55. You have to pay the house to play. So we lose a little bit of skin off the game there, but that's all right. So I set it at 11 ticks, so that gets you $50 no matter what. And then we have this thing called a profit target window. So what that is up here is the profit target. In this case, it's set at 5. We can set it to whatever, but let's say it's 10 ticks. So now, if price would get within 10 ticks of the target, our stop pops up 10 ticks away. So it still leaves a buffer of 10 ticks, but it puts you in the money, way up close towards your profit. So that's kind of how we set them up. Or that would be a way that you could set one up to emulate the one that I had there. Excuse me. And on that strategy, we saw that we were using signal A. Oh, I can't click on it right now. Yeah, we're using signal A, and we have the 50. This is a filter that keeps us out of a lot of trades. It keeps us out of a lot of trades that aren't in alignment with the 50. So if the 50 is not red, we won't take a short trade. If the 50 is not green, we won't take a long trade. And in choppy markets, it doesn't matter as much. But on a trending day like yesterday, if you didn't have this selected, you'd lose money. You'd lose money. So like yesterday, we made tons of money because it was in alignment all the time with the green. If price would pull back just a little bit and the Laguerre would get down low enough and then it would pop back out, boom, you're off to the races again. Because the 50 really didn't change much at all yesterday from green to red. So yeah, and then down here we use a couple of these check boxes, and these are for pivots and volume zones. So that means that you don't want to trade into those pivots or volume zones, and we leave in this case 60 ticks of room. So in this case right here, here's a volume zone, this red line that's coming across. And we just would not want to take a long trade if it's 60 ticks away from this volume zone. We just see too many times that the structure adheres to these volume zones, and it's just a riskier trade. You can do it, and a lot of times they go through, and a lot of times they fail. But to try to set us up for the best opportunity, we set these as the pivots and volume zones at 60 ticks to leave you enough room. So that's kind of how the structure of the strategy would work there. Yeah, Jax, this company's been around 11 years. I bought it a year and a half ago. Um, but yeah, I've been in business a long time. Trying to help traders make money. We've got probably, I'd say, around 500 or 600 people today using our tools to trade today, to navigate the markets. So it's a significant requirement that we have. We have a couple of true values that we live by too, and transparency and
Order
integrity. Those
submitted.
are some core values of mine and my team, and that's why we're doing it on YouTube. I don't see anybody else trading an automated system on YouTube. I haven't been able to find it, but I'm sure there are. But we're doing it every day too, shoulder to shoulder with you guys, trying to show you how I've been making money. And Rory Power is doing the same thing. Boy, he's been trading great. I've been watching the last couple of days. He takes a different approach than I do, which every trader will, which is nice. His approach is a little more rigorous. He has a couple of real hard and fast rules. He tries to make 500 a day. The other day made 1,000, no problem. But that's his rules. My rules are a little different. I'm more risky and try to leverage more. That's kind of my MO. I look for leverage, and that's what I do. But boy, I love to watch him trade and learn a lot from him. He knows this system. He's been doing this for like 11 years, so he knows it way better than I do. And we've got a full R&D team too, so if you guys have any ideas, and we have a full active Discord chat. Great, see a couple of new people in the Discord right now already. This is our this is our Discord chat. Looks like we got about 141 online right now. Had a couple of new people. Thank you for joining us. And we have different channels here. Here's the daily results channel. You can see, look at this black gold. Yesterday his black gold made $1,500. He traded it too live and made I can't remember. Rory, if you're on there, how much did you make yesterday on black gold in your Apex? Oh, I think it's right here. In his Apex account, he made $592 yesterday. But anyway, we post the daily results, and sometimes clients do as well.
Order submitted.
But I was going to mention we have a R&D channel here. If you guys have any ideas, go ahead and drop those right in here in Discord. Sergio and the team are behind the scenes there, ready for more ideas to work on. So we got this Signal C that we're really excited about, but he's ready for more. Okay, so we hit this profit window up here. This strategy popped up when I was away. So again, these stops are active, and when the strategy senses that it meets one of those criteria, those stops will move. They're active. So it's in the profit zone now, even better than it was. If you guys remember, it was at 11 ticks, I believe, but it now popped up another good chunk. So now we sealed in probably, I think this is at least $300. Yeah, Jax, if you kind of read the rules, they want you to use at least a semi-automated system. They don't want high frequency trading, and they want to team up. And I don't know. I just listened to what Daryl says from Apex. I don't know him. I just watched his videos. But when I watch him, he says he wants to team up with good traders, consistent traders.
Order filled.
Because that's how they make their money. Come to find out, we pay all this for these evaluations, eventually get to the PA, but then once we get all these PAs down here, if we make money, they make money. So I guess they emulate the trades that we take, and they get 10%, we get 90. So yeah, they want you to have some consistent rules, which really can't get any more rigorous than an automated system. So it hasn't been a problem yet. I've had no problems. Look at this move here on the NQ. Wow. That was a great trade after all. It's up $1,500. Next one's 1,200, 600. We got this GC bot right here. Boy, this bot just made a nice trade, didn't it? Right in front of us. Took this short entry, wrote it down for first target right there. And our retirement plan. This is the retirement plan too. We have 7 named strategies that we've been optimizing for some time. This is one of them, the retirement plan. It's set up right. There we go. Good, so retirement plan's up about 600 on this trade. We'll see if we can get through this pivot here. Little resistance line up here. If anybody knows the highest the NQ has been, let me know. I thought it hit 18.8 before, but I could be wrong. I think I heard yesterday on the news that it hit an all-time high. And they could have been just talking about the NASDAQ, not the NQ futures.
Order filled.
Yes, we have strategy set up for all. We have 7 different instruments that we trade. We've got the NQ, which is my favorite. I love these fast-paced, action-packed, and huge moves that the NQ puts on. Then we also have strategies built and that are successful for like the CL, so like that black gold, the gold. So here we got this gold nugget right here, this one. We have a strategy set up for the Russell, the YM. You can see them up here. YM's up at 350, 300. Looks like the ES is starting to move around, make a little bit of profit here this morning. Yeah, so the ES, which is really the S&P. So yeah, we have seven instruments to trade that we have these bots all set up for. I figured today was going to be a little slower than yesterday. Yesterday was such an action-packed day. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Jack says 18,623 was the all-time high for yesterday. Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Suzanne, good morning. Okay, Suzanne, I did this yesterday. I did that yesterday. I tried with 20 contracts. I tried with 27, and I ended up making it on 10. I ended up making it on 10 contracts. I couldn't get it on 20 or 27. There's just too much pullback, and it eats up that 7,500 so quick when you're trading, 20 or 27 contracts. So I got lucky on 10 contracts to make it yesterday. And yesterday, as you know, was one of the best trading days in a while. Man, it was flying up. Let's see if I can get a view of yesterday a little bit better here.
Order submitted.
So yeah, that's yesterday. Oh man, you couldn't lose yesterday. What a great day to trade right there at that bounce. Boom. Yeah, it looks like yesterday, this is the retirement plan. It took this trade right here. It took that entry right there. You can see it on the chart. And it hit the first target right there. Which is a $900 target. Okay, so we're at another all-time high. Neat. Thanks, Jax. Appreciate that information. Wow, that's exciting. Man, the 401k. Woo! How about that? Anybody take a look yesterday? Woo, boy, that was nice. I just flipped over one of my numbers that I've been waiting for a long time. Yesterday was a great day. Man, I bet you it's going to storm. It's going to storm. You know, if things are going good, you're going to get hit in the face here soon. But yesterday was one of those days. Good to be an investor yesterday. So the retirement plan just did the same thing as the strategy that we're looking at prior to that. It popped up into the profit target window. And this feature came from YouTube here, from someone watching when Rory was trading. Someone in the chat said, boy, it would be nice if, you know, the price was so close to your target and it, you know, came all the way back. Why would you do that? We said, hey, Sergio, is there anything you can do with this? Maybe put us like a profit window or something? He's like, let me take a look. And so now we have a profit target window that is in those settings that you can set in there. Once price hits, you know, you can set the number of ticks. But in this case, I think we have it set at 10 ticks, maybe 20. So as long as price got that far away, it popped your stop all the way up there and kind of, you know, gave you a nice chunk of cash. So, you know, we're not unfortunately getting any trades because this momentum is just staying just like it was yesterday. Just about yesterday there was more volume, so there was pullbacks and then goes. Today, not pulling back very far. For us to get this trade, unfortunately, the momentum has to release enough to get down into the red and then back out. So I'm kind of sitting on my hands here.
Order filled.
Yeah, we have them all programmed, Jax, for their, I call it their shifts. And we did just develop shifts. And I've got 3 machines that I have right now at my disposal on my fingertips. And 2 of them I've got running all overnight strategies. So
order filled. Order submitted.
We can look at the data by half hour of when they're most successful. And tomorrow we're going to release new shifts. We've been collecting data, and Suzanne was asking in Discord. So Suzanne, hopefully you're still listening. The data is now 3 weeks old, and we're going to go through the data and see if there are opportunities of trading different shifts than what we're trading today. But yeah, Jax, to kind of close that up, what you were asking, all these are kind of a little bit, not necessarily different, but their shifts are, I'll say they wake up and work at different times. And we do that on how successful they are. So, for example, gold is very successful, I think starting at 5 o'clock in the morning. So it wakes up and starts trading at 5. and then it goes to sleep at, I think, 11, and we can look here. So to go look at any of these that we have, you can just, we'll go here to the Haymaker. Man, too bad we're not getting trades. This one's usually one of our favorites here. Well, it's my favorite, that's for sure.
Order filled.
I've made a ton of money on this Haymaker. So we go to edit the strategy. And we have now shifts. What I mean by that is you can add a second shift or a third shift. Right now we're only trading one shift, but we just developed that section here where you can add more shifts. So for now, the Haymaker only wakes up at 8:30 and it trades till noon. And again, it's got these filters in here. This filter's keeping it out of this trade, the trade that just happened. If we didn't have this selected, it would have taken that trade and it would have, oops, I'm sorry. It would have won that trade right there. But we have a little more selection there that we keep it out of that trade. But yeah, the shifts are right here. So again, gold, if I would open the gold strategy, I think it's at 5 in the morning. And we get these times from the data of actual sim trades. Wow, this looks a little like yesterday. Yesterday I saw, I think, about 12,000 contracts trading a minute. This is our contract counter here. It's just kind of counting up through 1 minute and then it resets at 0 after 1 minute. But I saw 10,000 or 12,000 yesterday. That's a lot of contracts. Yeah, fully programmable, and give you all those all those features to set up yourself. That's why, and we have those two videos on how to, we call it build your own ATM machine, and it's your own money machine. It's kind of real. If you're an experienced trader and kind of know what you're doing, you can really use this system to leverage your best setups. So if we can get this price to pull back a little bit, down here we got to get this yellow line to come down into the red. And then if price goes back up, we're in. Just give a little bit of an update here. So these are Apex accounts. Right now they're running a great special, 90% off on these things. So each one of these is $17. And I tried the $250,000 ones yesterday, and there's always that adage that if it's too good to be true, it might be. It was hard. Those ones were hard to pass. I did get one yesterday, but I failed, I think, 6 or 7. I think I did 8 total. Not my favorite, and when I started looking at the math behind them, it's kind of set up to lean in their favor. What I mean by that is I'll just kind of talk through the numbers, but the $250,000 account, the profit target is $15,000, but your trailing drawdown is $7,500. So it's really like a 2-to-1. And the $50,000 accounts, the target is $3,000 and your drawdown is $2,500. So it's almost a 1-to-1. And that risk reward is set up for the trader a lot more favorable. So I went back to the 50,000 accounts. I'm not sure. Maybe someone can kind of help me why, maybe what an advantage of the 250,000 might be that maybe I'm not seeing. Yeah, way more favorable. So yeah, that's what I noticed yesterday. I've passed the 300,000 one before too, and that takes 20,000 a profit. But man, it just it takes a long time too. No, I haven't. I haven't. Coppernail, haven't checked any of those volume filters. Nope, just our profit from the this software has some of the best data analysis that I've ever seen. Again, I came from manufacturing, working for like General Motors, Ford, Chrysler, Mercedes, and we had some good data analysis tools, but this one right here definitely is close. But I'll bring one up. Let's see.
Order filled. Yeah, for example, I just want to bring this over real quick to just kind of show you the data analysis tools that this has. So from 5.1 to 5.16, the Haymaker, I like to just unclick it to make sure I don't have two click by accident. But the Haymaker is the most successful from 9:30 to 10:30. It does have a nice opportunity window here at 11:30 to 12 also. So, if I'm really specific and I want to, leverage everything I possibly can into my favor, I would do a data analysis like this of my machine. And then I would set my windows of when the robot's trading right in here. So the first session would be 9:30 to 10:30, and my second session would be 11:30 to noon. That's just an example of how you could sort of try to leverage the data in your favor, is using this trade performance tool. And if you're going to use it, just want to make sure that you use it on your entry times over here. The default comes in as exit time, but that doesn't make sense for us because we're an automated system and we're making automated entries. So we want to go in entry time here. So these are when it entered the trade, and then how successful those trades were. So again, our windows of opportunity. And if you were just really conservative and you said, you know what, I can't lose money, like I can't lose money, right? I need to make money no matter what. I would just trade from 10 to 10:30. That's the only thing I would trade all day. I would just do 10 to 10:30. I would probably up my contracts or whatever, trying to, leverage the data any way I could. But that's probably what I would do, or you could do. So So looks like the retirement plan had a nice trade there. Got almost $800, $750. Got the 2-minute drone and 2-minute bot right there with it. Okay, we got a trade here on signal B. So we do have 3 signals now. We just developed a new one, and I have it on my machine. Today's like the first day that I have like the beta test. We're gonna go through testing of it this week and next week. Well, today's Thursday, tomorrow, and next week. And then if everything goes well, we should be ready to release it to you guys next weekend. That's the idea right now. I see I got one thing I need to have Sergio help me with, but hopefully you can find that and get me up and going again, and then we should be good. I've got it I think we have it on Rory, have it on our server, on this client PC above me, so I think we got it on about 4 or 5 machines now. Yeah, Jax, we have a couple of ways that you can buy this. We have a
Order
monthly
filled.
membership. Right now we're at $600 a month. We have an annual right now, and then we have a lifetime. So if you're interested in any of those, you can check out our website at rightlinetrading.com. But if you can check out Rory's presentation, he'll show you the offer too, and he might even have a gift card there. Signal B's in. Yeah, cool. We're getting new people joining us every day. Yesterday we had I think 3.
Order submitted.
You can see them in the Discord when you get there. They'll pop in with
Order
the new names. I
submitted.
think there was 2 there when we just went over there a minute ago.
Order submitted.
Finally, a little pullback. Hope we can get just a little more pullback. We're waiting for our trade, if we can get one, for this yellow line to get down into the red and go back up, and we're off to the races. Rue pulled in another 500. What is it for a total of the day, Rue? Copper nail, we have that. You have that option. We have the number of contracts that keep you out of the trade. So I'll kind of show you that. Again, we'll just we'll grab one that's not trading. What I mean by oh, you can't really see it, but we'll just open this one up and I'll show you where that's at. I haven't really messed with that feature, but we do have it. And it is...
Order submitted.
All right, I feel like we're going to get a trade here coming up. Contracts, where is that at? Right here, volume threshold. So if you click, if you click this, and it's in every signal, so this one's using signal B for its entry, but this is the volume threshold, and here is the number. So you would put, if you wanted to only trade anything that's, the market that's only trading 1,000 contracts or more a minute, you could put that filter there and it'll not take the entry unless it senses a volume of at least 1,000 contracts trading a minute. So it is a feature that we have. I haven't used it. I was even talking to Sergio about that. I was like, man, I've never tried that one. Never have used that one. Again, I'm not very conservative, so I don't tend to try to stay out of trades as much as I should, probably. So that would be a nice way to
Order submitted.
keep
Order,
yourself out
order
of the trade.
failed.
Okay, so signal B just sensed this thing dropping and it jumped right in on it. And for our accounts that we have here locked and loaded, and we're going to add more now that this took so long to get a trade. We'll do 5. We'll do 5 Apex accounts with 1 trade. Because if we get some price to go ahead and push back up, we're going to take the trade. As long as we have enough room between this this pivot and where price is. We've got a green 50, so that's good. We can measure this to see if we have enough room to take this trade. We'll just go from somewhere around here. Ooh, 58 ticks. This is going to be close.
Order failed.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a good question. So we've got, you know, and we're just added a third too to make it even more confusing. We have, you know, 3 entries. One we
Order
call signal
submitted.
A, which is the Laguerre, popping out of the, we call this the 80%, and the 20% is the red, right here where it goes from red
Order
to no
failed.
color. So that's signal A. Now signal B, it gets activated as soon as this yellow line is what we call pegged. Either pegged at 0, which is way down, which where you can look right here where it took the short entry. This yellow line was all the way down at 0. So it was pegged at 0, so it knew that, and then it said, boom, your price must be going through the floor. Get in, hurry, hurry up, get in. And so it jumped in. And then we saw price, you know, push back up. But that's how it knew to jump in on that trade. This one was a signal B entry. Now, signal C is designed for the Unorenco bars. So those look a lot different than these candles. They look much easier to trade, that's for sure. So if we can get any kind of price movement in the positive direction here, we'll go ahead and the auto trader will jump in for us. Wow, congratulations, Rue. What a great day. 2250 on GC today. Awesome, man. Let's see what else is trading. Oh boy, we got a lot of good trades here. All right, so retirement plan's back in. Wow, it's over 1,200 now. Oh my gosh. Woo! Nice day. Another nice day. Okay, so signal A. Jack's just kind of give you a little bit of a heads up here. So this one's signal A, and you can kind of see this yellow line where it dropped out of this green line right here. And you can kind of look up here. This says short entry. And then there's a little, and you can't hardly see it in this, but there's a little purple indicator right there at my crosshairs. And that's where it actually entered the trade at. And it did that because this line popped right out of this yellow. I'm going to take, the trade that we're going to get in is right here because it's, see this yellow line starting to flutter up. If it can get up to 20% here, it's going to signal A going up. And that'll be the trade that we get in if it does. go watch ours. 988. So I'm just going to do another one. One way you can kind of, create another chart is
Order
duplicate it
submitted.
in a new window. So I got two windows of the same exact chart. And now we can look at a different strategy over here. Well, Haymaker's about breaking even today. And this is the strategy that we're using. The one-day pass is really a replica of the Haymaker, modified just a little bit with the ATM. As soon as it takes the trade, we would jump in also. The bot's right there with it. It hasn't had many trades today. The retirement plan's the
Order filled.
one to play right now, that's for sure. The 2 minute. Oh boy, what a nice one.
Order filled.
Oh, that one went over 2 grand right there. That was close. Woo, here we go, big money. So I wouldn't have taken that short trade right there. Just me personally, like discretionarily. I wouldn't have saw that as a good trade, but the robot did, and it knows how to make money. Again, that's trading one contract. You size that up to 10, that's a $5,000 trade right there. We'll close things up in a few minutes here. 11:30. I'll try to give us 8 more minutes to get in trade here. Love to see us if we could get lucky here today. Yeah, I've seen that, Stephen. He really loves to do that. He knows a lot about this software. I didn't even know that was a feature. Okay. Goes here, attaches it to the indicator, and then he usually attaches it to the fast. That's one of his little tricks that he does. Yeah, there's a lot of features here in this software that you can do. Yeah, that's why we call it the retirement plan, Jax, is it's hopefully a moneymaker for us. Looks like it's doing good this morning, 1100. One contract. We're going to get a trade though in the other direction with our strategies.
Order submitted.
Right on the edge of being able to get a trade. Probably if price gets maybe up to around 740, we probably will get a trade. If we have enough room between this pivot and price. Yeah, we should be close now. A lot better.
Order filled.
We have another member, Ben, who's been trading like a mad dog. Ben was up like 75 grand last week and rolling over several accounts. But he inspired us to try to make some 1-minute strategies. Looks like I've got one here today with that same ATM, 46, 180, break even 80, doing pretty good this morning. Dow Diamond's starting to come up on the leaderboard. It's up 250. ES kind of breaking even. It's in a trade right now. It's positive. Had a nice push up on the NQ there. Getting a little bit of price release. Pull back and go coming up. Again, if you guys would like to learn more, Rory's putting on a presentation today at 3:45. Rory, I see you're there. If you don't mind, drop that link in again, and so it's a little bit closer to the bottom there. He's been trading great too. I love watching.
Order submitted.
Okay. Okay, so we got our cross. We're going to go ahead and take this next long trade as long as we have enough room between this pivot and where price is. If we got 60 ticks, we'll enter the trade. Getting a little bit close. 61 right there. Boy, this is going to be close. So we don't take the trade until the candle closes. You can set the strategy up to take it within the candle too. Enter within the candle. As soon as it pops through, you could set it up to take the trade. And we've done that for a few times, and either one of them seemed to work out okay.
Order filled. Order filled.
So we're in.
Order filled.
We're rolling.
Order filled. Order filled.
And we're in on this, these down here. So it's 5 of them. Using the trade copier over here.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
These are all $50,000 accounts.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
750 will be a number that we target.
Order submitted. Order filled.
We'll let this trade play out. I'm going to take a quick break.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, still in the saddle. That's good news. 1500. Come on, baby. So we have a $2,500 drawdown. If we make it up 1500, that means that we only can come back 1,000 now in the hole. So this is a little bit of a trade. You kind of got to keep moving in the right direction. If it backs up and kind of stutters, we'll have to start over. But if we can keep moving in our direction here, this will be a really good trade. So there's 5 at $1,000 a piece, 5,000 bucks.
Order submitted.
So there's 1,500 bucks a piece, 5 of them, 7,500.
Order filled. Order filled.
Come on, one time, baby. Let's go, let's go.
Order
Come on.
filled.
Oh, we're in the profit window. Let's go. Come on, baby. Jump in there. Jump in there. Get up there. Oh, that was close.
Order filled. Order
Oh,
filled.
good trade. Good trade. That got us 10,000 bucks. See that? 10,000 bucks. Am I right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,000. What a morning, guys. Hey, appreciate everybody joining the AI Auto Trader Revolution. If you haven't joined us yet, stop by and watch Rory Powers today.
take a look at our system. It's no BS. Transparency, integrity, that's what we live by. We're going to be on YouTube every morning with you, trying to make money in the market, just like this. So everybody, really appreciate you joining
Order
me today,
submitted.
and look forward to having you here with me tomorrow. Everybody have a great day, okay? Good luck trading. Bye now.